Here with Jen and Shawn, the second team eliminated from the Amazing Race Canada. Has it sunk in yet that you're the second team?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty clear.
Is it satisfying sort of getting cast on the show? Like, you still sort of, is it bittersweet, I guess? You know, the fact that you made it all the way. You said it in your closing statement where you were like, wow, John just said you've been eliminated from the Amazing Race Canada.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly an aspect of it that's like, we just did that. You know, we ran the race, we opened the clues, we got to the mat, we did all of that. But I think it's like, you know, there's a part of you that's the further you get, the further you wish you went, you know, for sure. So it's bittersweet.
Is this season just tougher than the first season? Nabila and Shala went home with an injury last week, now another injury. I feel like you have to be super strong, or like your bones have to be made out of metal to survive the Amazing Race Canada.
Yes, you have to be superheroes to play this game.
Does age have anything to do with it?
I don't think it did. I mean, we competed as hard as anybody else. I mean, for me, that injury was something that had happened in the past. We knew that it might come up again. I was hoping it wouldn't have happened that soon, but I don't think so. I mean, we competed hard and we were there with everybody else. And
age actually was probably an advantage for us because we know each other so well. We have experience, travel experience. So I don't know. Age isn't a factor.
Is there any part of you that is upset at the fact that, like, you know, Rex and Bob took 2 penalties and they're still in it and you guys are gone? You know, like the 2 penalties thing, kind of like, I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? They're still in it after 2 penalties. Do you guys feel that way?
We just found that out last night. So I'm not upset with them in any way. I just feel like, you know, we're just sad for us.
Right.
Because we don't get to play anymore. So, I mean, for them, we didn't know that until last night. So I'm sure they feel really badly about that. But for us, it's just about us. Sorry, we're selfish. And
Shawn, it looked like as soon as you mounted that surfboard, the shoulder popped. Is that how it really happened?
yeah, I was taking strokes to swim into the wave, and it was the second stroke on my right arm, and it just popped right out.
You know, I asked Nabila this last week, and I was like, is there any part of you when your partner goes down with an injury where you're like, oh, thanks a lot, you know, there goes our amazing race-like experience, or were you more, I'm sure you were more concerned about how Shawn would feel like because of the injury?
I was concerned with the physical injury because I wanted it to be back in place before he started to go in shock, because then it's harder to get it back in place, and we know this from experience. But I was also emotionally, I knew he was going to beat himself up over this but it's out of our control. There's nothing we could have done, and so we just, you know, those factors coming into play, we just push forward. So, yeah.
There were so many celebrity teams, you know, like Rex Harrington, obviously famous ballet dancer. You've got 2 Olympic gold medalists. Do you feel like their celebrity status gave them any kind of an advantage?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think the Olympians' advantage is just their mental toughness. I think their discipline mentally would be a huge advantage. I don't think the celebrity thing did much for them from a performance on the race perspective. And same with Rex. I mean, Rex is a character. I don't think it helped him at all. But you know, we were happy to have raced with those guys. It was a lot of fun.
Did you recognize them at all? Were you like, oh my gosh, those are the Olympians. Are you kidding me? How are we going to beat them? Or was it just like they're another team?
I had no idea. I knew they matched. So I thought they might have been sponsored. We knew they were athletes, of course. Just by looking at them, you can tell that. But no, we had no idea who they were. And the same with Rex. We had no idea who Rex was. And so, I mean, that was an advantage for us, I think, because then you can't be intimidated by that. So that didn't bother us at all.
So set it up for me. Like next week, the teams are going to China for the first time, a pretty big deal for the Amazing Race Canada. How do you think that's going to affect the show? Like, were the teams sort of like thinking about, oh, what if we do go across borders?
Well, I'm not sure. I think viewers are going to love it. I mean, I know when we found out that's where they went, it was a bit of a stinger, you know, because it would have been exciting to go outside the country. I know the teams were excited about it. Last night when we were watching the show, when they announced, you know, next week the teams go to Hong Kong, and there was a big applause. So I think it'll be really great for viewers.
And
yeah, I'm done with that.
and ultimately, I mean, do you take a positive experience away from the show in the sense that, like, you know, let's take nothing away from the fact that you guys did battle back. You know, I mean, you were in last place, you crawled all the way back. So was it a positive experience doing the show in general?
Absolutely. We just did that. We just did Amazing Race Canada. And the amazing people that we've met, and it's a great experience. Like, none like it. So, yeah.
Thanks for noticing that, by the way.
It's always hard when a team is eliminated early, you know. So what's next for you?
Go back to work, focus, try and get back to normal, whatever that means. I don't know if there is any more normal after this, though. This will be it's been a good experience for us, and maybe, you know, who knows what's going to come out of it.
And what's next for you? Same thing?
I think we'll go home and plan our next trip.
Yeah.
to China.
Yeah, maybe.
We're going to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.